started fast, jumped out to the huge lead. You guys got back in it, but what do you feel like maybe in the last 4 or 5 minutes when you got it down, tied the game that led to them pulling away?
Yeah, sometimes a single play can change momentum. I feel like we left Osmond on that backside when we were making a run, and I forget what the exact score was right there, but we felt like we had him on the ropes and they hadn't scored in a while, and that sort of broke the run, and then we had a couple empty possessions, and they scored 3 or 4 straight times, broke the game back open.
Curious with Devin, was he on a merit restriction going in?
No, just a range, and we kept it around the range, slightly higher.
Curious what you thought of his play today.
Oh, he's incredible. I mean, it took a little bit to get going, which is expected. Hasn't played for in I think 9 days or so. But what a second half! He's a spectacular player, and willed us back into the game.
Last thing I had was defensively, you wanted to be more physical. It didn't feel like that was the case tonight. Did you see it the same way in terms of the physicality?
Yes.
Coach, in that first half, it felt like they were getting a lot of what they wanted offensively. What did you see in terms of the defense that wasn't up to par?
Yeah, we just weren't close enough to shooters. We had some breakdowns, the left shooters on the backside, but general closeouts, guys were pulling threes on their own man, and give them credit. They shot the heck out of the basketball, especially in the first half.
Cater went from not in the rotation to closing the game tonight. What did you see from him that made you feel comfortable that he could be out there in those moments?
More length on the perimeter. Victor's a problem on the other side there, and we just wanted more length defensively, and the fact that he's a 39% shooter last year, felt like we could pull him away from the basket too. Victor.
What do you think caused the problem with the points in the paint? I think there was 58 to 44, and also the transition points seemed to be.
Yeah, well, turnovers in the first half were a problem. Credit the Spurs and their length. They got an extremely long team and forced a lot of them. But we're still too sloppy with the basketball. And until we correct that, we're not gonna find ourselves in the win column. That's the transition, and then the points in the paint. They were shooting the heck out of the 3-point line, really spreading us out and opening things up for them.
Coach, just how did you see Wembanyama work through all the different coverages and lineups you were trying on him in this first?
Yeah, his best game yet. And he can beat you in a number of different ways, and we got to do a better job on him.
How did you like the lineup with KD at the 5 that you were able to throw out there in the fourth?
Yeah, it's something we can go to. There's it's not perfect, but it's something we can change the game with, which is what we're trying to do, and there's some positives to it.
Coach, what led you to not starting Josh in the second half?
Well, Wemby was just roaming around the basket, and we put Yuta out there, to either make him pay or to draw him away from the basket.
Coach, how tough is it to have such good offensive nights in a row and to fall in both of those games?
Yeah, it's not easy losing in this league. It's not fun, but it's early in the season, and we'll keep building.
Thanks, Coach.